Everyone, welcome to the next episode here on the Pogcraft server. As you can see, I'm kind of flying around the server right now, and the reason we are doing that is because I am finally ready to move out of my little kind of work area. Camp. It's camp. Yeah, we're move out of my little work camp. And actually start finally setting up my own base here on the server. So I'm basically done doing community work for now, done with the garden and done with my next community project, which is what this episode is partially about. So while we are flying around the server, taking a look at a few spots that I'm looking at for my base, we're going to do some cuts to the build montages of my work in the shopping mall. So our shopping mall this season is, we're not doing a shopping area per se, we're doing a mall. We dug out a mountain and we're going to be putting our stores inside the mountain, inside hallways and tunnels within the mountain. And I volunteered to build out and design what the shopping mall looks like. So let's cut to the first build montage of working on the shopping mall. And then when we come back, we'll talk about this particular spot that we're looking at right now. Let's head for the take. let's talk about this spot here. So one of the things I like about this spot is, one, I have ready access to a lot of villagers. I also really appreciate the kind of alpine views we've got going on here. So if we fly over this way, you can see we've got some nice snowy peaks here. We've got a beautiful a very large cherry blossom grove off the distance. We've got a smaller one over here. So this area, I'm thinking right here, this forested area, I think has a lot of potential. Let's just fly around here a little bit, feeling a little bit more with Voxy. Oh, there's another village we can take advantage of. I like the looks of that. I also want to get over here because I think there's another mountain over here that has a lot of potential. Another village. 4 villages around this thing. That is quite a bit. Ruined. A ruined but active portal. Huh. Somebody's been here. Means there's a fair chance there's probably no villagers in that village right there. If I were to gamble, I would guess that they probably have that portal there for transporting villagers. But filling in a little bit more around here. Okay, let's head back over this way. So there's a decent view here. We've got the cherry blossom here. We've got the mountains here. I'm inclined to say, as I coast out of rockets, it is nice. I think my biggest issues with it are going to be rockets. That's a storm. No, it's not a storm. I hear a witch. Why do I hear a witch? Anyhow, I think my biggest issue is there's a lot of just truly kind of massive ravines. There's a massive ravine over here, massive ravine over there. So I think to do an alpine village in the mountains, I'd have to either kind of make it very strewn along a valley floor, which that has potential. That's not terrible. But I think it's going to constrain my building a little bit, or I've got to do some pretty severe terraforming by tearing down what essentially is a mountain. This one, or maybe that one over there, or I'm not sure. It would definitely have to be on this side. Getting over here, it's ravines, and I lose. I mean, this is just too steep of an area to build in. I mean, the lake is nice and whatnot, but it's not big enough. And I'd have to tear out all these villages and do a lot more terraforming, I think. So it has its downsides. The upside is it would put me really close to some of my server mates, which means, you know, there are shenanigans that could be done. You know, things could be done for the sake of a joke or jest or people to hang out with, because this is Watcher's Base, which is also where Sammy happens to live for now. The witch farm is just over that way. Babs is building some stuff over by the Guardian / satellite dish farm. Let alone, again, it's just for potentially hanging around with people. It's a good spot. But anyhow, we're going to go check out the second spot, and to do that, we're going to meet up with Watcher Arcade and Babs, Baboon. And let's see what this... He's got a site he wants me to take a look at. Let's meet up with them, and we're going to go take a look at this second site, and hopefully it will stop raining by the time we do that. So we'll zip out here and be right back.
How you doing today, Glue Stick?
Did you just call that horse Glue Stick?
I mean, it's a fairly appropriate name for that horse. That's about all he's good for, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, his jump height is and his run speed is Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he's
Kale, I'm gonna give you some advice. If you work in another, don't make a bartering farm. It's the worst thing in the world getting those pigs to do what you want.
I haven't done that myself yet, though I hear what you're saying. I've done the gold farm side of it, and yeah, I'm not a fan of the nether to start with. It tends to do very bad things to me in general. So yeah,
Oh, okay. So then my next comment isn't gonna like hurt you at all. Let's go to the Nether.
nobody would blame you.
But but serious guys, like that's how we're gonna get to where we need to go.
Nope, that's fine. That's fine. We'll at least it's on the at least it's up on the roof, so that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I can go whenever.
Okay. I. Ow. I also was making sure that you're in the right modes to do things.
I mean, like
We go to
recording.
Axes. Yeah.
Yep, we're good. I'm recording. We're all set.
Okay. I always hook the portal so I slow down. From here, we are going to go northwest.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm flying.
I totally just went southwest.
I have not been out this way before. This is all new terrain for me and Voxy.
Oh, good. Good. Then you're going to be having all of the funds. All of it.
All of it, all 100% of the funds.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you measure fun?
Um, with the cup?
Do you like fill the cup with fun and is it a liquid form?
I was gonna say, does it come in ounces? Is it? Are we doing You know, you say cups, so I'm assuming liquid measurements.
You know what you do is you take the unicorn crown, and however many horns you get from that is how many in cups. Uh, that's how you tell.
That is Watcher logic, if I ever heard any.
I don't think I understood a lick of that.
That's like I said, it's Watcher's logic. That's a weird little village.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good spot right here, even. I have to remember this one in the video.
What? Remember it in the video.
I mean, I'm recording.
You don't need
this,
to remember it. Yeah,
so,
you don't need to remember this for your recording later.
because I'm recording now.
Well, that too, but also because we're here. Like this is the part I was taking you to.
Oh wow, yeah. You know what? So, oh, this is really nice. Um, I think this is even way better than that first spot. Because I'm looking over here from this little hill here that I'm standing on, and
Yeah.
I've got mountains on all three sides, and
Yep.
I got cherry blossom groves, and it's relatively flat. I mean, that first spot has a lot of. I mean, I got to take this hill out, but other than that, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
This was the spot I was saying, you know what, you have to come check out this spot. And this is the spot I've been holding back for like the whole time was like, no, Kale, here. You want to live here, Kale.
You know, I tell you what, I think you might be right. This is looking pretty from a terraforming or ideally minimal terraforming point of view, and to have the kind of scenic backdrop I'm looking for. So Babs, to give you some context, I'm thinking what I want to do for my base is I'm going to go for like a kind of an alpine village kind of thing, a Swiss village kind of thing. So having the mountains in the background is really nice. My industrial area will be nearby, but probably not seen from the village. Like it'll be back behind one of the mountains or something. But I like this. This is nice.
I can totally see this. Yeah, like a village in between the mountains with a little bit of snow on top. Yeah.
And I think I'm just kind of looking at the train. So I think so. Remind me, snow. When it comes to snow,
Yeah.
obviously in a cold biome, you can put snow down and it won't melt as long as you don't put like lights around it. Snow will melt in any of the warm biomes. Does it melt in the temperate biomes if you put snow on the ground?
No. So like that one over there, where you have like the solid hard line of snow versus, can you see that way?
Yeah. I see where it
Um,
transitions from the temperate biome to the warm biome to the savanna.
yeah. Like that will always be that way. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mhm,
What
mhm.
you could do is use packed ice and do like an ice cap to fill it
And
more up.
make a powdered snow farm and cover it in powdered snow too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously back here, not a problem. This is all
Oh yeah.
temperate and it's all snowy peaks and
Yep. And there's also another like if hill that way that I don't know if you can see.
uh, on the other
Like
side of the
if you
cherry
go,
blossom, or
yeah, on the other side of the cherry blossom, there's more hills, which are would be in render distance if you go that way and search.
let's take a jaunt over there.
This one even has its own village.
Yeah, I was just seeing that one. That one's got a village.
Or a dude that lives by himself. But like this could be your industrial
No, there's
area.
a village down here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Magical blocks of stuff. Bees have more wings inside.
I'm just kind of flying around a little bit to get Voxy to render some more of it in, so I can see what some of the
Yeah.
other surrounding countryside looks like. No, this is a good spot. I think that first spot is better than this one, but you're right. I could lean towards this, this over here being more of the industrial turf, if you will. Especially
Yeah.
with villagers, I can get a village breeder going, get an iron farm going, yada yada yada. Boy, these guys are all over the place.
Yeah, we could wait for night and block them in.
Well, if we fly far enough away, though, they won't be
Yeah, they'll yeah.
they'll be fine until I fly. Yeah, I definitely if and when I fly back this way, I'll want to box them in just to make sure they stay safe at night. When I start,
Yeah, it's for their
coming more often.
safety,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know?
No, this is good. This is really good. Um, I think I've got one other site I want to check out, which is more for, and I got to get the chords out of the seed map. And the only reason I'm looking at it is it's very similar as far as it's got a lot of mountainous terrain, but it's also got a lot of it's got like a flower forest and some other stuff nearby. So for the purpose of farms I'm thinking about building, it's got more in the way of the farm side, but I don't know if it's got terrain that's as nice as what this one is.
Yeah.
Um,
This one was just for the picturesque views.
yeah, and I'm more inclined to go for that because what I could do is have my main base here, but then like do the industrial base over there, and it's just a matter of
Yeah.
on the nether roof, I'm gonna have to have portals to both. Um,
Yeah.
but that wouldn't be so bad.
No. I mean, it's not that far away. I mean, it's not like the size of oh, and so our friend Baboon here, he came from outer space. He keeps talking about a fleet showing up over my air in up in my skies. I
You come in peace,
I
right? Right.
I I I just don't know.
We're,
So
we're a simple. I'm a simple mountain vegetable.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
That's stuff
I
that's above
I'm trying to
my
remind
experience.
you that I'm trying to let you know this just in case one day a giant ship just starts materializing in the sky if you're over there.
Yeah, so that just means I need to make sure I have a very deep cave to hide in.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
But like I don't know how far away if like you were planning on being from the base by how big the ship's gonna be to, you know, not here, over at where I live now.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So do you come in peace?
I plead the fifth currently.
Oh.
I'm
He
definitely gonna have
seems
a
like a
very
good guy.
I'm definitely gonna have a very deep cave to hide in then. Definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
Oh,
think
oh, that won't save you. I promise you. My turbo laser towers on that Venator that I'm bringing in eventually, it can nuke the planet. I promise you, you're not safe in a cave.
See, that's why I don't know about this guy sometimes.
I
so
also could bring in this thing called
so
a planet killer.
yeah. Um, we're a nice planet.
Are you?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This guy's been pretty nice so far, and
I
you're
mean,
pretty nice. But
I am the friendliest of vegetables.
I hear there's a alien person. I haven't met this guy, but there's another alien here. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I'm not the first, you
Oh no,
know?
no, he's he's okay. He's a little odd, but he's okay. He's a little accident prone. Yeah, yeah. Just he's a bit accident prone.
I'm very territorial. So like if he's already got a claim to this world, I might have to, some shenanigans might have to happen.
Yeah.
Don't. I've been planning on bringing these two together. It should be fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
but I have to admit, watch. I'm kind of a fan of shenanigans. You know,
I know.
I'm on board. As long as it's not planned to destroying shenanigans. Just to be clear. But other forms of shenanigans.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of shenanigans, uh, your favorite fox friend.
That fox is a rascal. I've met that one.
Not,
That week.
not here now. Not here now.
Okay, okay,
But
because I am, I owe her a head.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Did you know what you could do as payment of a head? If you could make yours out of blocks for her birthday.
I could absolutely do that. Where would I put it though?
It doesn't really matter where you put that because
As long as it's not on that hill behind her build.
I mean like it if I were you, where would I put it? I would put it probably like a little bit like like where her little house is, right?
At your place, the little blue house,
Yeah, yeah,
the one that
yeah.
somebody put a horse head in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You make it go closer to where the witch farm is,
Okay.
maybe over the water there.
Yeah. I could do that.
And her birthday is in like 2 days.
Oh my. Uh.
Hmm.
Okay.
So if you need help,
Panic.
you can
I'm
let
not panicking. You're panicking.
people know.
Um.
If you need help, I know a couple people who can help you, but we got to be secret about it, and we can't do it certain times because a fox will find out.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Fortunately, it'll be this video will go out after her birthday. So yeah, that won't be a thing until later. So we're good on that one.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep.
Um.
It's the only reason why I bring it up is because, somebody likes to do shenanigans and
mm,
it's her birthday coming up.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a render of my head. Um. I can do that. I can do that. I can totally do that. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Let me let me let me
And
see what I can put together
I will need to
tomorrow.
we will so keep we are so currently keeping her on Tarkov and away from Minecraft. Like today, it's her and Wes's day spending together. You know, her her significant other.
Mhm.
So she is definitely not going to be bothering us here on this side of the world.
Pace. Yes, yes. We'll make it happen. Somehow we'll make it happen. Okay, okay.
He's a baboon.
I was gonna say, do you often light yourself on fire? That's a strange hobby to have.
I'll be honest. I thought I had spectral arrows. I thought I was gonna glow. I did not have spectral arrows on me.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you much. I'm gonna go work on getting my skin turned into blocks so I can build my
Okay.
head.
All right. I'm gonna log out here. I'm gonna just go in one of these houses and say bye.
Okay. Thank you both. Catch you both later.
Bye, Kale.
Bye, Kale.
So this is a really fantastic spot Watch found for us. We're gonna want to fly around here a little bit, really kind of fill in some of the world around us, so that we got a really good view of what's around us with Voxy. I'm not entirely certain. The third spot I was looking at, that it includes a bunch of flower forest. That may be right over here. I'm gonna go check my seed map, and I'm gonna find out if it is. And in the meantime, I'm going to kind of fly around here a little bit and fill all this in. And while I'm doing all of that and getting ready to go find what is potentially the third spot, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and cut to the video where you see me completing the rest of the shopping mall, folks. Let's cut to that, and we'll be back in a bit. All right. With that, folks, the shopping mall is, at least the first phase of it, is officially done. So, uh, obviously didn't see the entire construction. We just did a few snippets of the build, but enough to give you an idea. But we're going to walk through it now, and you're going to get a feel for how this turned out. So, I'm personally really happy with how this turned out. Though, having said that, if I look at copper again anytime soon, it'll be too soon. But how this works is there's essentially two sections to the tunnel. There's the flight area, and you can see the flight area where you have the graded copper, and I just really like the effect as you're flying through here, as you see the copper changes from the fully tarnished to the less and less tarnished, all the way to the fully clean and unoxidized piece. The upper layer has this little landing area, so as you're flying through here, if you have a rough idea where you want to land, you can land on the deck, if you will, the observation deck. And from here, of course, you can see we've really cleaned up the supports. The supports and the lighting is really nice all the way through the tunnel. Everything should be waxed. Everything is fully oxidized, or it's oxidized to the level I want it to be. I decided in the shading, if you will, because I wanted to have a slow shading effect or slow oxidation effect as you go down the tunnel. Obviously it's speckled through, so it's not like a hard clean line. It's a slow fade transition from section to section. Again, I'm really super happy with that. Lighting everywhere, everything is very well lit. It is spawn proof. And then the intent is, once you have you have this section up here, and then for the shops are intended to be like this, where an entire section is generally going to be a specific shop. People are still coming back in to work on their shops, and this shop has not been built yet. Actually, I think this one may be where I was putting mine. But yeah, this shop here is complete. Oh no, this shop isn't mine. This is where I want to say Axonim's working on a section. Oh no, this is where the beacon was. Yeah, this section is Axonim's. He's gonna be building out this section here at some point. This is Defiance. He's got to come back in, and now that we're done with the main area, he can come back in and actually start building out his shop. Same thing for Sammy and Watch. They're gonna expand their shop, and the goal is your shops can be whatever size they need to be. It's just that they need to fit within the support. So the fact that their shop is big enough that it goes past one support, they'll actually build this out. And they'll take up the full two spaces with their shop when they come back in and redo it. Smokey has this little bookshop here. He's going to come back in and redo his part. And this is where I put mine temporarily. I'm actually going to move mine from here. And I'm going to build farther in a little bit. And I have an idea for how I want to build out my my ghastly goods. So I'll be doing that here relatively soon. So with that, I'm happy to say I can finally leave the garden. I can finally move out. We looked at 2 places in this video. I thought there might be a third, but as it turns out, the second place that Watch just showed us, that's actually near the spot I was looking at, the third spot. So there's one other spot that I'm going to look at. It's either going to be I'm either going to use that second spot, I think, that Watch showed me, or I'm going to be relatively close by at another spot that I looked at least on the seed map. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to make a decision between now and the next video. And the next video, we're going to start moving. We're going to start packing all this stuff up. We're going to throw it in shulkers. We're going to slowly start moving out to our new place and finally start setting up my own base. There's going to be a few things which I'll go into detail in the next video as far as, you know, how we're going to get started, what I'm going to need to start building out my Alpine Village, and more importantly, to start working on my industrial area. I'm going to need to spec out where those are going to be once I pick a spot. But we'll go over that. I'll do all that and figure it out for the next video, and we'll talk about it in the next video. So I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Very buildy episode. Next one, we'll actually start hopefully getting into more basic farm mechanics and some more interesting builds. And we'll go from there. So thanks, folks. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Remember, like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. There will be more coming. I have a lot more yet to do on the server this season. And I will see you all next time.